In the past few years, you've probably noticed it too. Roblox just isn't exciting anymore. Every game starts to feel the same. Overused mechanics, recycled gameplay, and the thrill is gone. So you scroll through the charts hoping, maybe, just maybe, there's something worth your time. And then, you see it. A game called Grow a Garden. At first glance, it looks like a peaceful little farming game. Innocent, simple. You think, it can't be that serious. But what grabs your attention isn't the name, it's the player count. Millions of players are on it. You get curious. Why are so many people hooked? And so, like any curious player would, you click it, and then play it. And after you load in, you are expecting something easy, like how you beat the other games. I mean, it's called Grow a Garden, right? How hard could it be? Buy a seed, plant it, wait a bit, harvest it, and profit. But after a while, you realize something's off. Your garden is a mess. You're barely making any money. Meanwhile, other players are casually pulling in billions. So what are they doing differently? This video will guide you to your perfect start, your path from zero to billionaire, broken down in the most efficient way possible. It all begins by understanding your playstyle. Because in this game, there are 3 paths, and not all of them are created equal. The first path is what we call the beggar mode. You hop into a public server, look for the richest player on the leaderboard, and beg. You ask for fruits, money, and even pets that you clearly don't know how rare are they. But this method rarely works. Most players are tired of beggars and will either ignore you, mock you, or worse, blocks you. It's a humiliating and unreliable strategy. The second path is more controversial, the stealer mode. This method requires 37 Robux, which gives you the power to steal other players' crops. That's right. Even if someone uses a favorite tool that literally locks the fruits, you can bypass it by using the steal feature. It's absurd and totally broken. The developers haven't nerfed it yet, but it's not recommended unless you're fine with spending money to steal and possibly facing backlash from the community. And then there's the third and most respected path, hardcore mode. No begging, no stealing, just you and your skills. You play fair, you grind smart, and you grow your empire from scratch. This is the path we're focusing on. And trust me, if you follow it, you'll leave 96.1% of players in the dust. Let's break the game into 3 stages. First, we have early game, mid game, and then late game. In the early game, your goal is to focus only on one-time harvest plants. These grow quickly and sell for far more than multi-harvest plants. Start with carrots, then move on to tulips and daffodils, followed by bamboo, and finally, mushrooms. Avoid crops like pumpkins and watermelons early on. They take way too long to grow and don't pay enough to be worth it. Start by planting and selling carrots repeatedly. Save up enough shekels, around 600 to 1,000, to buy tulips and daffodils. Do the same thing again. Plant, sell, repeat, and wait patiently if the shop runs out of stock, because it will restock after 5 minutes. Once you reach 4,000 to 8,000 shekels, move on to bamboo. Keep farming until you reach 80,000 shekels. Here's the trick. Once you buy 10-20 bamboo seeds, you plant them, but don't harvest them immediately. Instead, wait for mutations. So, what exactly are mutations? They're special versions of your crops. They can be rare, unpredictable, and incredibly powerful. When a crop mutates, its value can skyrocket, sometimes by over 100 times. These mutations are the key to going from thousands to millions, and eventually billions. Here's a breakdown of the most important mutations in the game. Wet mutation doubles your crop's value 2 times and can be obtained during rain or thunderstorms, or with pets. Chilled mutation, also a 2 times multiplier. This one appears during snowy weather or when a polar bear is nearby. However, since polar bears are difficult to get, it's best to wait for natural snow events. Frozen mutation. Now this one is big, a 10 times multiplier. It happens when a crop receives both wet and chilled mutations. Pollinated mutation. A solid 3 times value boost, easily obtained during the bee swarm event, which happens reliably every hour. Shocked mutation. A powerful 100 times multiplier. This occurs during thunderstorms. You can also use lightning rod to get it faster during thunderstorm weather, and it costs 1 million shekels from the gear shop, a worthy investment in the mid to late game. Golden mutation. Increases value by 20 times and has a 1% chance of occurring randomly when planting new crops. Rainbow mutation. Worth 50 times, but even rarer, with just a 0.1% chance to appear. It's incredibly valuable. It can also be obtained by butterfly pet. Moonlit mutation. A peaceful yet profitable mutation that doubles your crop's value twice. It occurs during the night event, which appears every 4 hours. Bloodlit mutation. A darker variation that grants a 4 times multiplier. This mutation occurs during the bloodlit event, which has a 33% chance of appearing during a moonlit event. Celestial mutation. One of the rarest and most powerful in the game. A jaw-dropping 120 times multiplier, which almost equals to disco mutation. It can only be triggered during a meteor shower. Zombified mutation. Grants a 25 times multiplier, but is currently unobtainable unless you already own the chicken zombie pet. This item given only during a short event on May 17, 2025. Honey glazed mutation offers a solid bonus and can be triggered using a honey sprinkler or with the help of a bear bee. Finally, we have the admin-triggered mutations, almost mythical in rarity. Plasma mutation, void-touched mutation, disco, and more. Take note, disco mutation can also be acquired with Disco Bee. These are only available during special admin-triggered events, often a few hours before a major update. They're unpredictable, and they disappear fast. Going back to the game. After you did all of that bamboo method, you can also buy cactus seed or coconut seed. But there's a one rule when doing this. Do not harvest them. Instead, wait for them to go pollinated and submit them here. Only do this so you can get some honey currency, which you will be using later, to buy nectar shades. Nectar shades are literally bamboo on steroids. They can be sold for a lot, and you can easily obtain them. Only do this when you are waiting for mushroom seeds. You just have to do this until you have 2 million shekels, and then after that, you need to wait for lightning rod at the shop and mushrooms. And then buy both of them. You plant mushrooms and put your lightning rod and wait for the thunderstorm. And if your mushrooms got struck by a lightning, and then congrats. That is how you get to have the perfect start in this game. If you made it this far, thank you so much.